There we go. There we go. Happy Monday, y'all. Previously on Kimba TV. Yeah, it's really just, is it this one first or this one first? I will, I'll take a shot. I'll take both shots. I'm gonna set an alarm for 2-8, like 9:50 basically. Hee hee. How we doing though? Theory says great weekend closed, short and waiting for another. Nice. Is everybody caught up on the YouTube highlights? So the last time we talked, hey, give it up for the motherfucking TPO, y'all. Okay, so anyways, perfect timing to start the stream to see if this 750 zone is a little thang. Who's taking a shot at a little thang? Let's see here. Dat, what's going on? Bazinga. Bullish AF says yes, waiting for short now. Okay, how many of you guys are going to take that thang if you're going to short? And how many of you guys got that long? Hey, you know what's crazy? I'm not in a long. But you guys remember when I got in on a 50 Bitcoin short and everybody, including me, we also were waiting for the golden pocket? We were waiting for a Fibonacci mathematical level 2, but it literally pixel fucked the single print. This guy. Same thing again. We talked about it on the highlight, so if you watched the highlight on Friday, look at where it went to. Can I play this? We said it's either going to be that one, it's already going to be that one. You know how it played out? Boy! Ba-beek! And I think that's where Sato got liquidated, if I'm not mistaken. That's goofy as hell. We might have to light one up for Sato on that one, because ouch. Oh God. But yeah, that's crazy, y'all. So, you know how we always talk about it's up to us to make sure that we learn and adapt? If you gave respect to that 2978 or 29,080 or whatever on the TPO value, and you started to put your limits like that, shout outs to you. But this is kind of like when we talk about the time when I got in on the 50 Bitcoin short and it pixel fucked the TPO value, and it didn't, and the golden pocket was like right behind. Shit. But anyway, so there you go, ladies and gentlemen. If you didn't get it, it's not that big of a deal. But as long as like you didn't get stopped out there or you didn't get liquidated there, cough cough Sato, then I think it's your Gucci. Like we said, it's either that one. Which one's coming first? They want that one, or do they want that one? Okay, so guess where we are now, ladies and gentlemen? So who's taking that short? Not financial advice. I don't think I am. But it's just stop loss hunting. So this back down to sweep that bitch, I guess. You have a whole bunch of opportunities, y'all. You have this one. Or you got this one. And I would rather this one. I want this one. Okay. Anyways, approaching Lithuania. Let's see what happens, y'all. Let's get nasty. Mandalos has got the long. Woohoo! Many lions got front run on the long. Yeah, but as long as you know why. But if so, like this is where you can figure out if you're learning and improving, or if maybe if you need to take some notes. You know what I mean? Remember, at University of Aquania, it's self-quizzes, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, that's just, you know, if you got quote-unquote front ran and you didn't respect the TPO value, then it's okay. Just remember next time. But the next time you miss it, you know, you don't want to make the same mistake, you know, 3 times. So it's exactly like how we were trying to get that juicy short and I only got 1 limit filled and it was pixel perfect TPO. Yeah, and remember when we had the opportunity to close the long at Pico top and it hit a TPO? Golly. So there you go. And as always, if the thesis is that it's a stop loss hunt, then that's definitely a great candidate for where they would take the price to, right? If you know where the TPO is, you're gonna put the entry before. You know, so the question is were you able to identify the TPO? Hopefully, because we had been talking about it on Thursday and Friday, right? But yeah, if you know that there's a TPO there and you have a fib there too, you might as well just include that bitch. You know, and if you're really, really, really hyper aggressive, just get filled before. Fuck it. Know what I mean? Yep. So, yeah, I'm not in a long, but if you got quote unquote front ran, then next time just put your orders within the TPO range. We're approaching the next thangity thang, y'all, right? We're approaching the next thangity thang. This would definitely be a good TP1 if you're in a long, you know, maybe a little bit. Alrighty, look at that, bank. So I guess they wanted this one first, yeah? So there's probably lions prepping for a short, you know, definitely responsible lions are TPing a little bit on a long right here, but let's see what it is. Lots of confluence. You already know what it is. We talked about it last week. We Gucci? Alpeasy, you not taking 29750? Probably not, brother. Probably not. Only because of shit like this. But I'm sure it's going to have a pullback to like golden pocket. You heard? Right, you know? I'm more interested in this part right here. What's going to happen right here? Can we continue to make a higher low? And can we make a higher high if we bounce from there? So I'm not, you know, that part, juicing on that part, I'm sure that's a juicer. But I want the easiest thing. I want the easiest thing. So, yeah, I'm sure it's totally valid though, brother. Cause look, it keeps TPO fucking. You know. Why am I not taking it? You know me. I think we still have a chance. You know, a little bit higher. So I'm, you know, like I'm weighing. I'm trying to do like basic 5th grade math. I'm trying to put together like EV basically, like what's my expected probability, expected value, right, of being able to get that short. Let me do some gamma fixes real quick. Hold on. G Jamie says, hey Kimba, I want to take the 29725 short. Could you help me with the stop loss? Okay, sure. So I would do for me, I would put my stop loss behind 786, brother. For me, it would be like this. But to be honest with you, brother, if you can't come up with a stop loss, I wouldn't take the trade because you don't want to, if you don't know 100% what you're doing, I wouldn't take that trade because it truly depends on what confluence you're going to be playing into. But yeah, principally, like, you shouldn't breach 786. If you breach 786, you have a higher chance that it's going to try to turn that bitch into support. You would want like a clean, quick bank. So it really, I mean, if you got into a short, I don't think that's a winning strategy that you would want to repeat over and over. If you were like, I'm going to front run the sweep at the 0.5. Okay. But I think, if anything, this is really more for the longs, right? This is really more for the longers. The longers, we talked about how if you took that, if you can't sit through this, boy, you better TP. And all you're doing is you're just going swing high, swing low. And as you keep going up, you're eyeing that. And I'm pretty certain that's what started this big ass cascade, is everybody, as soon as it lost 382, TP, stop loss TP. And so regardless of if it got there or not, if you remember, I'm watching this to see if we can continue to make higher lows, right? If it holds that golden pocket, good chance that we're going to make a higher high, right? YSEC says, would you long right now based on movement 29K? I would have already been filled if I was going to enter YSEC. This is one of those things where it's, if you're going to take a long here, you're blindly entering, in my opinion. And you're letting the mathematical level tell you if it's wrong or not, right? Not the price action. It's one of those things where you don't need the price action. You can bet before, because it's such a mathematical invalidation, YSEC, that this is one of those where you could have just said, fuck it, I'm going to go golden pocket, stop loss behind 786, Bugatti. And you just do a smaller position than normal. Yeah, because, and like more so per se than entering a long right here, brother, I think this would have been the right one to get into, and you're letting this plan your existing entry. YSEC, you were here in the morning, right, when we talked about this, and I said, if you're in that long and you can't stand this, you know, we said close your eyes. What does that unrealized P&L go down to, right? So usually I like to already be in, and I'm sitting through that. This is where a lot of the people that don't really watch that often are like, ha, you should have closed that shit. You're getting round tripped. Come out. This move right here. But lo and behold, we're just waiting for that, right? It's not bearish until it turns it into resistance. How many times have we seen this? Right? And it's really, for me, also conceptually, when I think it was Alpair, but a bunch of you guys were like, why are you not taking that short? Because we were talking about the pullback reaction. Did it go from there? No. Right? Was it pixel perfect? Did it go up there? No. And that's fine. Okay. But to understand that it's gonna go back to the golden pocket pullback, one, prevent your ass from doing anything stupid like getting into a long up there. Okay, if you really are itching for a long, you wait, okay, because the probability is high. Or if you're already in a long, you let that guide you to figure out if you want to close out, or if you're gonna just big dick it and not try to get stopped out. You know, so the math is the math. That's what we talk about. How often have we seen this? You know, so it guides, it does. That's why it really doesn't matter if you're shorting or longing, you know, figure out what you want to do. The probability of this is high. Okay. We need to break this golden pocket. And if we can do that, then we have a chance to actually get to this zone. Okay. And if that's like a bear div, like on the higher time frame, imagine that. Maybe I will take a short then. Let's just see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. But the thing is like none of this rattles us. None of this rattles us emotionally. It doesn't trigger us, you know? So when it is doing this, we don't get stuck like trying to short there, right? Because it's like, oh, okay, cool. It's actually doing this now. Okay, let's see if the bulls can actually do their thing. And you guys already know what the Don Dilly is with this. It's pixel perfect on the 0.5. So dink, 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 dink. That's the ideal situation. Is it going to do that? We don't know. It might just nuke and lose it. It could do this. The ideal situation is it's held 618 as support. It pixeled 0.5. Okay, let's come back and turn 618 or 6.6. Could that be the swing high, swing low, golden pocket? Could be like extra confluence. I'm sure you guys already are doing all that shit. So, Alpeasy says, you still waiting at 30500 level and 2850 level? No, Alpeasy. So, do you remember, Alpeasy, when you were asking me, why wouldn't I take this? Right, Alpeasy? I want to gauge the pullback, right? So it might not be pixel perfect, brother, but are you seeing this? The top might not be pixel perfect, but this is. Right? The last couple hours, all we were doing was, okay, we knew pullback. We knew that shit was coming. Okay. Look at the pixel perfect reaction at 382. Swing high, swing low, golden pocket. If that gets turned into support, you have a higher probability that you're going to make a higher high. That might give us this. Okay. And since we didn't grab that yet, if this ends up being like a 1 hour bear div, look, I'm going to switch this to 1 hour. If we start to approach, okay, and we have a possibility to do that, I'll take it. You heard me talk about it as well? Good stuff. Yeah, so I will actually take it. But I'm not going to do anything too crazy. You might see me with like a 150. It all depends. I would love to see this filled together, right? But it's really about the reaction up there. So if it really is a sweep play, then we already know what it has to do, right? The candle body close should be below the sweep level. It shouldn't lose golden pocket, all that stuff. Yeah, so now I will take a shot, okay? Only because there's really tight invalidation. And obviously, Alpeasy, I don't mind getting stopped out, okay? Because if this doesn't work, then this for sure, like I'm like Hercules, just like waiting for that short opportunity. Okay? If this is the sweep, then I'm probably gonna TP like at the 28.5, and I might try a long at the 28.5. Alpeasy says, so you're looking for a sweep plus bear div. Yes, but again, Alpeasy, for sure. But do you understand why I said I didn't want this initial when you were asking me why I don't want to take this, right? Because I was expecting the golden pocket pullback. I said, I want to gauge that reaction, right? So we left all that liquidity, swing high, swing low. Okay, bounce though. Right? And all we need to do is get candle closes above that golden pocket. Then there's a higher chance that we're going to breach that. So this is now in play. So this, okay, I don't want that one. But front run, golden pocket, I'll take that. That one seems higher probability than the initial swing. Fast Cash says, what you think about everyone shorting that 30,004? Yeah, so again, Fast Cash, same thing that we just talked about. Once we get filled, right, we got to watch the order flow. We got to watch the price action. We got to watch the delta. We got to watch the open interest delta, right? Fast Cash. So instead of trying to predict that everyone is going to short it, why not just let the data tell you if everyone is indeed shorting it, right? Or if it starts to make a higher high, imagine if longs get trapped, right? So anything is possible, Fast Cash, but do we have a pretty good idea on how to tell if everyone is shorting? We do, right? So, whatever happens, happens. But we'll be able to tell. We'll be able to let the data tell us, right? Fast cash. But yeah, anything is possible. Do you know the levels above 30,400? Are you aware of the big zone value area high? It's stuff that we talked about a couple of weeks ago, actually. So don't forget that the big zone value area high, value area low, point of control is still in play, right? 30,300 to 30,350 is the value point of control, right, for the zone. So lots of confluence. And if we turn that bitch into support, we're gonna higher probability, we're gonna visit 30,008 value area high, right? A lot of single prints lining up. So we already talked about how if the 30,800 starts to get dominoed, we could just go to like 31,001 or something like that. And that single print up there might be the short entry. All right, you guys. I gotta transition to some work stuff. So I actually will be here for a couple more hours, but I gotta really focus because I can't fuck up on this task. Have a great night, everybody. Sato, take it away. Rooting for you guys. Stay safe. Have a great night, everybody.